He's a stud. He's like probably New Zealand's most handsome man. Carlos Olberg. He's like the rest of us. He's a striker. He's extremely dangerous. He's an insanely athletic guy, super talented. Yeah, man. Like I can't. There's no point in talking him up because people are just gonna be like, you're biased. But he's really exciting to watch fight, man. He's very athletic. He's very explosive. He's a light heavyweight, but he's very fast and he's got crazy power. So he's very fun to watch fight. And he's got that kickboxing background that we've all had. So he's quite experienced. He's not gonna freeze up or choke or anything like that in there.
Mr. Marvelous, yeah, he's good looking. That's one thing you need to remember. Nah, look, he's just mate. He can fight too. So yeah, don't let his looks fool you. Yeah, he's a stud, but mate, he's got some savage kicks. He's kickboxer, you know what I mean, king of the ring. Shout out to them. Like he's done all the top kickboxing shows, and mate, he can fight. All the boys over there can fight, and he's undefeated in MMA as well. But definitely keep an eye on him.
We're now joined by Mr. Marvelous himself, Carlos Olberg. Carlos, before we talk about your fight, what's your reaction to some of your CKB teammates scattering report of you?
Oh, my brother's a bit biased, but I got love for my bros, man. They're amazing. Yeah, they're good.
I do want to talk about this fight, but first, it's rare that you come across somebody in this space who was close to being the main person on The Bachelor. How close were you to being New Zealand's Bachelor? What's the story there?
It was actually twice that they offered me, but I obviously had to turn it down because that was just not my thing, and I was more focused on my fight career, and doing the Bachelor would mean having to put myself out of training for a couple months. So yeah, it just wasn't really my thing, or yeah, it just wasn't it for me. Didn't do it for me, bro.
Well, we know that you won a King of the Ring kickboxing Grand Prix early last year, but we haven't seen you in a competitive sanctioned mixed martial arts bout since late 2018. What have you done to stay sharp and improve despite not having a competitive match on the books?
Yep. I was mostly just training I had a lot of my kickboxing events over in China, where I was signed to an organization over there called EM Legend, and that was where a lot of my fights had happened, and also um, training with some of the guys here, and trying to keep sharp with my groundwork, and also keep sharp with my stand up in the local events like King of the Ring, obviously. So yes, staying sharp with these guys and all some of the guys that come over, like Alex Volkanovski, and the likes of the boys here that are in the UFC. So having these boys do so well in the UFC and other promotions, but mostly the UFC, it's kept me honest and it's kept me sharp. So it's good to have the boys, and it's good to have such a great team around me. So yeah, and develop slowly. So yeah.
Well, your city kickboxing teammates have been tremendous. You mentioned their success in the UFC. I believe the stats something like 25-5 in the octagon in the last
Yeah.
2+ years.
Mm.
For you, does that create more pressure to kind of live up to that really high standard that these guys have set, or does that give you more confidence that hey, they've done it, I train with them, I can do it as well?
Definitely more confidence because I'm training with the boys, and then with the highs that they come with, and they're obviously developing and building their skill set. So am I, and then we're having other guys come from overseas train with us, and build our skill set as well. So it's building my skill set. It's helping, we're helping each other, and yeah, that's basically how we work at our gym.